All right, top right, we have Clem. Bottom left, we have Solar. Trigger awaits in the finals. He's beaten 2 of the top Terran players in the world to get there. Winner versus Trigger. Can't wait, can't wait. That'll be a best of 5. This is a best of 3. It's a round of 4. Hope you guys are enjoying. Well, you know, I do think Clem is favored here, but with how Trigger has been playing his PVT, could be a big win for him. Could be a big win for him. I bet you he's hoping that Clem advances with how strong he's been playing that matchup. You know, Clem took a little 5-minute break in between last round and this round. That's why I kind of took a spin to start. I did want to stay with this bracket because I did not expect the bottom bracket to be as exciting as it has been. But here, yeah, let's see what Solar is going to bring us, because Clem, like, I mean, he is very aggressive. His multitasking is really second to none. I'm trying to think of which Korean Terran would probably closest relate to the way that Clem plays for this matchup, matchup specifically. I almost feel like it's it would be a mixture of like of Byun Maru, something like that. The only other Terran that really comes to mind is Bunny a little bit, I guess. We don't know the score. What are you... This is all live, guy in the chat. It's all live. All right, Overlord doing a little checky check right there. At least you know that it's not proxy racks or anything like that. But yeah, I do think that Clem is a little bit favored here. Solar, he has to have like a very immaculate early game and get into that 4th base really well, because that's going to be the window in which Clem is going to be very, very deadly. I don't know. Now, here's the thing. Like, I mean, I've seen a good amount of Clem games, but not like the people that cast EU all the time have certainly, like, if you're particularly a fan of the EU scene, there's like a lot of StarCraft 2, and there has been for a lot of years, right? And so the majority of my watching and the vast majority of my casting has been Korean players. That's kind of what I enjoy anyways. So I haven't seen as much Clem TVZ. The TVZ I have seen from him, I do want to say I don't know if he can pull back into the defensive turtle game that someone like Amaru does when it's time to do that. Right? That's what I'm wondering about for him. So if Solar gets to that portion of the game, that's where I feel like he might become favored at that point, right? Before that, I feel like it is Clem favored. But can Clem shut off that aggression if it hasn't worked completely? Like if he's not about to win the game and Solar's about to take map control for real, can he pull back and play a very defensive game? But yeah, that's at least from my experience of watching Clem, that's my impression of him. But I know I haven't seen all of his pro games like I have for some of these players. You know, when you're talking about the Korean players, I'm like, yeah, no, I've seen like 98% of their games, so I know what they're going to be doing. But yeah, with Clem, it's a little bit more vague for me. Now, he's actually made a fair amount of Marines here. This is a very interesting build. Look at that fusion core coming up. Okay, this is very interesting. So he's going to do a double drop here. Now, don't forget, there is no stim here. There is no stim here. Gonna fly 2 medevacs out. Okay, he barely blocks that. Oh god, he comes back to kill the Ling. Dude, this one Ling has done more than I can even express. That's insane. These medevacs could literally have already dropped on the other side of the map if it wasn't for the one Ling. So now he knows it's coming and it's massively slowed. Now, the fusion core, I think is actually... Is it for BC or is it for Liberator range? You would think BC. You never see Liberator range this early. It doesn't even compute why you would get that. But I've never seen something like this into Battlecruiser. So I don't know what to think about it. And it's clear he's going bio, so maybe... We'll see. Maybe it's like a variation on the way that like Juan was, or Special was playing Battlecruiser before. I think probably Special, one of the best Battlecruiser players in the world for sure. Looks like the Overlord actually has not scouted the Fusion Core. So he probably thinks it's a Raven or a Banshee on the way right now. Imagine his surprise when a Battlecruiser pops out of there. Oh God. Oh God. So far this hasn't worked. Double factories being made. He has shot that into the Battlecruiser tech. Dude, this is the weirdest opener I've ever seen. Got 7 drones there, so actually the Hellions do really well. This is the strangest opener. Like, he literally went into... What was it? It was 14 Marines with 2 medevacs, then into BC, then into mech. So this is completely novel. I have not seen this ever. So that's super, super cool. Literally have never seen this. Huh. Okay, so as the BC just jumped, right? Yeah, BC is outside the natural. I can see it. The medevac's coming back. Plenty of queens there, so the BC not actually getting anything done. He comes home with these Marines to clear the roaches. Spire on the way. Okay, so here is one thought. Here's one thought. I just want to throw this out there because when I see a game like this where it's literally a strategy I have never, ever seen, like this opener, I just never. With the amount of StarCraft 2 games I've seen in CAS, you'd think I would have seen it, but I think it's new. And if not, it's been very well hidden. But a lot of times when you go Battlecruiser mech, they counter with like 65, 70 drones and Roach Corruptor, right? And what happens is you don't have enough stuff that shoots up to kill the Corruptors, or you don't have enough anti-ground to kill the Roaches, right? So it's hard to do both. Maybe with the double medevac and the Marines, that can swing that a little bit. The tankiness, the DPS output, the fact that they shoot up and down. I wonder. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just guessing here because this is so different from anything I've seen. Okay, Battlecruiser's coming. 2 tanks. Good amount of Marines. Hellions. I guess we don't have an armor yet, because I almost feel like this could be cool with Hellbats right here. A little bit of a Ling counter harassment. But yeah, he has plenty to clear that up. Lings run forward, but they'll get cleaned very quickly. Dude, look at this attack from Clem. Holy crap, man. Now, the Corruptors are doing their job. He actually jumps 1 out in time. Queens will be able to just barely clean this all up, it looks like. Oh, some more Roaches come up as well, so starts to swing a little bit more heavily. And yeah, up come the Corruptors. Okay. Well, actually, with the double Yamato, okay. I actually thought he was going to kill one. But Clem saves it. Good stuff. His Marines and Hellions going to die off, but those don't scale anyway, so who cares? And it looks like Battle Mech from here. So Battle Mech plus a couple BCs. Is there any possibility he gets 1 more BC in here? I actually have really liked the 3 to 4 BC as opposed to 2. I've especially liked, again, some of the times I've seen Special go Battlecruiser more lately. Yeah, there, he is going to add another Battlecruiser. There's just something about 3 or 4. They scale way better like that. 2 doesn't do too much. All right, so the Battlecruisers will actually end up clearing everything at this point, I think. He's repairing just enough. Ooh, got to dodge, good dodge. Dodges the vials there. He is losing a lot of SCVs doing the repair, but at the end of the day, the Battlecruisers will kill this all. Solar keeping that aggression on. A couple more Corruptors coming up as well. Still wants to try to snipe these BCs. So yeah, maybe a little bit more drone light than I think that this strategy was originally intended to have. 62, not too bad though. Like I was saying, it's when I see this, it's normally 65 to 70 drones that you're looking for. 62 should be all right. Just fielding a lot of units right now. When you keep making units like this on 4 base and you're not continuing to tech up or anything, you actually need a lot of damage or to win the game outright. Okay, jumps back there to disengage. And another battlecruiser comes out, another Yamato, targeting what he can. Ooh, the Biles come down and do some massive damage to BCs. This one BC is being repaired like crazy, and he actually kills the Corruptors again. And he actually will kill this army again, but I'm not, like, I'm not sure that this is a Clem win yet, right? Like, this actually, there's something very close going on right now, where he keeps losing his entire ground army, but he's retaining the battle cruisers, which give a lot of value. Somehow Clem still has 65 workers, despite the fact that every couple minutes he's losing 10 plus. So very solid SCV production. All right, drops those out of the command center. Got to repair those up, I would say. More battle mech coming out. Yeah, he actually didn't have Magfield yet. For some reason, I wasn't even really thinking about that, but obviously that'll help a lot. Magfield nowadays just plus 10 to everything instead of plus 20 to armored. So, yeah, that's going to help out quite a bit. And let's see. The Corruptor count is, it's like such a funny number right now. Like, he's just able to repair out of death every time. Biles down that immediately. Oh god, that's a lot of damage. I think he's gonna lose that command center, man. Holy crap. Oh my god, it just barely is gonna get away. Now, the battlecruisers start to die. Jumps them back somewhere. Yeah, jumps them to the natural over the SCVs. So he can mass repair again. Oh god, loses one. And his ground army is starting to fail a little bit here as well. It feels like Solar has maybe about to break him. Some good Biles go down. Gonna pick off another BC. Yeah, he's gonna get it. No repairs this time. And that's too much. I think he's done it. I think he's done it. Clem just doesn't have enough left here, I think. Right? He's got 1 BC. He's got like 5... Yeah, I mean, he is doing some fantastic micro from both sides. The 5 Cyclones are picking off a lot. Trying to repair out of these Corruptors once again. The Biles coming down, though, forcing them to move a little bit. Dude, the BC staying alive forever. But yeah, this is too much. GG. Solar gonna win game number 1. That was a sick game, actually. It felt a couple times like when he cleaned it up and retained the BCs, because the BCs are the super high value unit, that it was going well. But he was losing his entire ground army the whole time. And mech ground is about hitting that critical mass. It's tough. It's tough. No, I think it's a very good match. I think it's a very good match. That was a nice game. Well contested. Very new, very different build. Very tricky, I think. But the Overlord was in the main base, so like Solar was figuring everything out quickly enough. Don't know why Clem played mech. To be honest, his bio is so good and snappy. It is. It is. It seemed like maybe it was a tricky build that he wanted to give a try to. He is good at battle mech. He is good at battle mech, but no, Solar did a great job there. Yeah, I don't know. I think he'll go bio for the next couple games, or next one if he gets eliminated. All right, we're gonna get into game number 2. You want to know what keyboard I use? Just use the command keyboard in chat. It's a custom build. I'm actually thinking about switching the switches pretty soon, though. All right, top left, we have Clem. Bottom right, we have solar. And we're on Gressfawn. Gressfawn, like, it just gives us great big macro games. I mean, I've heard some people say it's good for Zerg just because it's a little bit bigger. I don't know if that's actually the case. I don't know. I don't like talking about map balance too much in StarCraft 2 because the maps are all pretty close. There's definitely some interesting features that are added to some, but the maps are pretty close. So, like, yeah, there's going to be slight edges compared to other maps. But yeah, they certainly don't matter as much as in Brood War. Mapu has some words for you guys. Oh my god, is that right? Your Prime sub? That's a great idea, Mapu. Thank you, dude. I pay him, but not for this. This is a bonus. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. It'd be great if you followed my channel. You know, I'm streaming more and more all the time. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I stream a lot, and it's like exactly the same amount, unless I have something special that comes up. But yeah, you never know. Things can change. But I do stream like 5 days a week. It's about 5.5 hours each day, generally. Although as summer is coming about and my kids are going to be around more, probably going to go back towards the 7 p.m. start time. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying this finals. Well, it's not the finals yet. But you know what I mean. Whatever. I'm a little bit out of it. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold. Had it for a couple days. Coming out of it, though. Excuse me. Anyways, you can use command Mapu in chat. You want to check him out? Give him some love. Hardworking observer. Oh boy. Is it the Reaper harass? Hold on, guys. Here we go. Oh my god, the Reaper's coming in! It's Micron against the 4 Zerglings! Look at that go! Oh my god! There! Are they all gonna be yellow? No! 2 yellow and an orange! Okay, the orange one goes back to yellow. Here we go. He leads with the green one. The green one's yellow now, too. Look at that. The Reaper's taking some damage. A grenade goes off. Oh, the Queen is out. It's over. Oh, wow. Yeah, fuck off if you think that that means anything. Alright. That's just how I give myself a little breather at the beginning of TVZs. So I'll be damned if I'm going to do that anymore in my life. All right, the Reaper just going to check in once again. Oh, the Ling's actually just slightly off center there. They do put some damage on. He's going to have to escape out to the left. Oh, it goes to the north. Whatever. Starport almost done at home. That third command center going to be finishing up. A very economic build here from Clem. I would say almost certainly that he'll go into bio this time, but we don't know for sure. That's an interesting Viking, is it not? I did not expect a Viking right there. I actually thought he'd go ahead and just grab a tech lab, honestly. Felt like it was going to be a Banshee, but okay. Oh, and a Marauder as well. No shit. What? Okay, so the Viking is going to push away Overlords, okay? And then you get a medevac to bring the Marauders up. Is he going to start an armory? Because normally if you're going to go Marauder with the Hellions, you'll turn them into Hellbats. That's normally what we see. Now, seeing that, if you don't see a Marauder, which he won't, you should think Stim. You should think Stim. There's the armory. So he's killed that one Overlord. It doesn't look like there's any more in the path that he's going to need to take. Now, I mean, a big cheers to Solar for playing very well, but this type of build, like Hellbat pushes, this could point towards Clem being a bit, excuse me, a bit tired, right? I think right now in France, isn't it like 3 a.m.? Or maybe it's even 4 a.m. So he might be like, all right, let's just try to kill him right away. 4 a.m. France. Yeah, there you go. So here we go. Yeah, the Marauder Hellbat push. So basically you're utilizing concussive shells so that you can actually catch the queens. Very micro-intensive. You technically want to target different queens, I would say, with the Marauders. But Solar is going to be able to hold because there's really nothing in the game worse and more overrated than a Hellbat push. Hellbat pushes simply don't work, ever. Yeah. I mean, Tastes and I said that for so many years. It was so funny. And then I'd go to events and the fucking European pros would be like, yeah, they do. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, dude, it literally has like a 0% win rate. I don't know what you want from me. It never wins in Korea. Not at all. It literally, you make the Hellbats, then you lose them all because your opponent has a bunch of queens. And then it's like, okay, now you have no map control. No map presence whatsoever. Sick. What a great move. What a great move that is. And it's like every time you see it, it's like it's like Keen against Rogue. It's like, well, I mean, I'm in GSL, but I'm playing against the best player of all time. Let's do the Hellbat push. It's like, well, dude, don't you have it? Like, BBS, you know, not BBS because that doesn't exist here, but, you know, double proxy racks, triple proxy racks, quadruple proxy racks are all going to have a higher win percentage. Just do those. Now, one thing we can say about Clem, the third base is super fast. All right, he's getting a second factory right now, so that's kind of cool. Solar, though, has gotten up to 80 drones already. He's taking his 5th base. His creep spread is okay. It's nothing to write home about, but it's okay. Hydraless Den coming up, so it's going to be Lingbane Hydra. Okay. That, with the second factory coming, actually, I've seen in the past... Ooh, that was almost an amazing mine hit. Not quite, though. One thing I've seen in the past from Clem occasionally is, like, mine tank combination against Lingbane Hydra. I'm fairly certain I've seen him do that a couple times. I'm like, scraping my memory banks right now. And it is playable against this. Let's see it. Let's just see if he does it, because I believe that Tech Lab we just saw finish on the production tab was for... He'll probably get drilling claws on that and make a tank. We'll see in a second. Oh, no, he starts at 3rd mine. Okay, so maybe... Well, he'll still get drilling claws, obviously, when he has them in it. So maybe it'll just be pure mine. Okay, so to mention about this, it was considered that Marine Mine Medevac was pretty hard countered by Lingbane Hydra when Lingbane Hydra first really got popular. Maru was the first player I ever saw that actually went Marine Marauder Mine Medevac 4M, right, against Lingbane Hydra and actually beat it against strong macro players. Specifically against Sue is the first time I saw him do that. So it is doable, and I think Clem does have the skill set to play a purely bio mine against Lingbane Hydra. It's incredibly hard, though. It is incredibly hard. They connect with the Banelings like one time, you're screwed. The Hydras are good at gutting down mines. You know, there's a lot of things that can go wrong for you as Terran here. But, again, you know, there's very few players I would trust trying to do this, and Clem is one of them. There's the drilling claws. Ooh, that's a good pick-off right there. Also gets the 9 drones with those mines. Very, very nicely done. Now, Solar is not dead here, right? He just took a bunch of damage. He lost his 4th base. He lost 9 drones. He's expanding again. He'll probably just retake that hatchery immediately. His hive is almost here. He should be getting some Vipers out of it. Yeah, there they are. A couple Vipers instantaneously. Adrenal as well, as he's getting 2-2. So, the thing that I'm wondering about, I think he should actually stay on this comp he's on right now. But will he switch into Lurker? Like, I think eventually you want to, but not yet. I think right now you're on the back foot. Any transition you die during. So, like, I want to see him just go Lingbane Hydra. Just hold everything off for a little bit. Because the thing is, a comp like this, if you're playing very defensively with it, you can get into a very cost-efficient game eventually. As your Vipers... Oh, my God, that mine. Holy God. Oh. Insanity. Anyways, you can get into a highly cost-efficient game. Like Hydra, Lurker, Viper, you can play on less bases and kill your opponent, right? Like it's not the standard Zerg thing. It's not like Mass Bane where you have to have more bases. So, yeah, there's the Lurker Den, but he is, like, you know, that was not the quickest Lurker Den, right? And I think very likely he'll wait to get at least the range upgrade, right? Or, well, I don't know. It matters which one he really likes. I like the range one, but maybe because I'm a totally Terran player. But anyways, I think he wants to get some upgrades before he switches into Lurker. All right, the Mine's trying to cover his retreat. Nice Parasitic Bomb. I think that's definitely what you want to be going for at this moment. Just start reducing that medevac count a little bit. Get him damaged. All right, cleaned up pretty well. A little bit of counter harass here. Now, we are just getting very close to that part of the game that I was talking about before, that I'm not sure that Clem is going to be as adept at, where he may have to start turtling soon. Right? Look at this, 91 drones. We have a lot of Banes being morphed. You kind of have to mega turtle eventually here. Now, to be fair, that was good splitting. He loses a command center there. Solar going to back up, get back to his creep for now. Hard to attack with Hydra's off creep, even with that new buff. Getting his Lurker upgrades, getting that +1 missiles as well, as opposed to +3 melee. It's a good choice. If you're going to go into Lurker, you really do want those plus missile attacks. And obviously, Carapace is the most important upgrade. So certainly, you can see Clem has been a bit more cost-efficient as far as mineral has gone. To be expected. All right, Clem doing some nice harass down here at the bottom. Gonna be able to pick that off. Gonna have to pick up out of here, though. Gonna pick up whatever he can on the way out. Oh, a Knight is coming up. Very nice. All right, we're getting burrow speed now for those Lurkers. So that transition is going to come relatively soon. Nice EMP onto the Viper. I like it. Ooh, that is a good little surround right there. The Lingbane Hydra going to push back absolutely everything. You can't even unload that right now. The Hydras almost pick off a full medevac. Jesus. What a push. All right, Clem trying to stabilize right now. Oh my god, the amount of good mine hits is absurd. I feel like we need a few more Overseers. Yeah, he starts 4 Overseers after that mine hit. That's going to be a very annoying mine. A lot of Lurkers coming in. I really love that he waited for all the Lurker upgrades to be done. I think that this was a perfectly done transition from Solar, I have to say. This has been a high-quality game from Solar, without any doubt. A little stim in here up at the 12 o'clock base. Knight is going up. Let's see what his plans are for this. Is it going to be like a light Ling attack, or is he going to like send Lurkers through? God, these mine hits are so crazy. It's going to be Lurkers. All right, a few snipes going off. Sets up the Overseer. Yeah, he's eating him alive right now. Lingbane Hydra going to come up. Only a single Liberator here. Not going to be enough. And Clem at this point, like, we might see him end up dying. The Lurkers in his main base being a big problem. A ton of Banelings rolling in. Look at this. He may finally start clearing out the rest of those Lurkers. But just Solar getting this much damage, it really looks like Solar is going to end up going to the finals here. And, well, okay, okay. But finally, the Nidus is going to be clear. One lurker left over. He doesn't have a scan. Can't EMP that, can ya? All right, finally takes that out. Whew. All right. Solar is like really tightening the noose right now, man. Like Clem still has like just about max supply. So there's still a shot, but he just doesn't have like cost efficient splash damage here. He only has some mines, right? So like he needs his mines to hit and he needs to do everything else really well. Okay, gets rid of this Nidus, so that's something at least. Not that the Nidus is very expensive, but you don't want to be taking more damage. Is that another Nidus, but up there? What's that one even about? It's gonna be how you defend, I guess? Like Brood War? Oh, damn. Some big mine hits on those Overseers. Only gets one. Oh, I like that. Throws the Nidus down to block the command center. That's good. All right, Clem running up. It's going to be able to block this. Okay, another good mine hit. It's like, and Clem is maintaining a good supply, and I'm sure that he's cost efficiently doing reasonably well here. But it doesn't feel like progress, right? Like, I don't feel like we're getting a better and better army from him. And it doesn't feel like Solar's about to run dry. Right? There's no real counter damage going on. So it definitely still feels to me like Solar has the edge here. Oh, nice defense there. You know, if you try to go Banelings forever and you don't end up killing them like with reasonable speed, oh my god, that hit was insane. Sometimes the cost inefficiency of Banelings really starts to catch up with you. And now look at this. Well, no, he should be able to remax. 7k better as far as cost efficiency here. Oh, one Ling burrowed. So annoying. Should EMP reveal burrowed units? Reveals DTs, why not? It looks like he will be able to clear this Nidus as well. Nidus doing its morning yawn there as it dies. Another big attack coming in. A lot of changelings in the way. Not sure if that's a good play here. Is trying to pop up here. Lots of Lings being produced. Okay, looking at the bank, still decent gas. A lot of minerals here for Solar as well. It's like 4 mines at a time from Clem. It's been knocking down these Niduses left and right as well. Is Clem able to hold on here once again? Another great mine hit. All right, Cloak coming up for those ghosts finally. I tell ya, Clem is doing like a magnificent job of defending this. His mines have been out of this world good. Just stupendously good. Command center on fire. Ooh, very nice hit here from Solar. Gonna blow up the planetary as well as a ton of SCVs here. Very painful for Clem. You see him actually dropping really, really low as far as that worker count goes. Another command center goes down. Okay, Solar now has taken a pretty substantial lead, I would say. Ooh, that's a good blinding cloud too, actually. I don't think he gets that much out of it. Nice EMP. But now on 46 workers, he doesn't have a foothold at that old third base, having a hard time keeping that bottom left base up. Solar's creep spread over halfway. It's getting tough. He's only 5k more efficient as far as minerals go, which is not a good sign. So he's down 40 supply at this point. He wasn't really dropping below 170 before. To be fair, he lost a bunch of SCVs, so his actual army size is similar to what we were looking at before. Yeah, the Ling's drawing the army to the side. Here comes the Ling Bane Hydra now. The main clump. Oh my god, these mine hits are so crazy. Like, that just killed 7 Banes. Jeez. Widow Mine barely costs more than a Baneling, by the way, just to throw that out there. Right? It's like 50 minerals and 25 gas against 75-25. Costs as much as a Ling and a Bane. What a good unit. Damn. Oh my god, another good hit, man. Alright, Solar trying to go in for the kill right now. Lots of Banelings. He has a Cloak Ghost. You're going to have to manually detonate unless you have those Overseers up there. Does get a few detonations, kills some of the Ghosts off, but has to turn around. A little bit out of range there. Can't quite snipe or anything. A lot of drones up here at 12 o'clock. I actually love him putting those drones forward. Suck up as many minerals from there as possible. It could be a Clem base later on. All right, that mine drag hurting Clem's army a little bit. Clem's supply really plummeting now. Solar's staying right around the same size as before. Ooh! Sick mine drags right there. I think we're getting pretty close to GG right now. There you go. That's going to be it. And that means Solar ends up going to the finals. Pretty sick.